That's my cue, isn't it? Shall I start? Hey, hello. Welcome back to the channel. And yeah, this was not a last minute stream. I knew it was coming. Did I think it'll be on the last day of June? Is it the last day of June? Is it the last day? Is that what you're saying? It is the last day of June. Okay. So the last day of June, Gaya Simulations have released. Well, they stuck to the word, didn't they? They stuck to the word. They said they released in Corfu in June, and they have. It's out now. It's actually out now. This was the most convenient time for me, about an hour after release. It is available now. You can get it on a whole slew of different vendors, different stores. I'm looking at the Contrail store right now. I'm seeing the price, which I didn't know, and it has shocked me, the price. Has it shocked me for the good or the bad? We'll find out. We are actually going to do a little bit of a flight on this one as well, so we're going to have a little flight. We're in a Condor A320. We're sitting at Zante Airport, and we're going to take it up as another little repositioning flight, because they don't operate this flight. Condor use Zante, they use Corfu, but we'll just think that it's a diversion. The Condors have to divert to I can never say it. I'm saying Zante instead. Zakynthos. There you go. It's diverted into Zante. It's gonna go back up to Corfu now, and I'm gonna try the RNAV approach into runway 34. So these have the same runway designation. So 34, is it 3407? I don't think it's 3407. It's 34. We're going to be taking off on 34, and we're going to be landing on 34, which is great. Right, good to see our favorite moderator. Doing favorite moderators. Our good friend to the channel and myself and moderator, Plain Spotting Mike, who is doing his live streams again. I wish I had like a, but I haven't, so I'll do it with me. I'll do a really bad impression of it. But yeah, Mike is live again doing his Plane Spotting at Liverpool Airport in real life, not on the sim. Cheesy Wiz, I love that. Cheesy Wiz YouTube, thanks for coming in. Aerodessa, good to see you. We're gonna go and have a look at Corfu, guys, because do you know what? I've had a little sneaky look at it, but not a lot of a look at it. There's a lot of detail in there. So guys, once we get on the ground here with this A320, I tell you what, there's a lot to see. There's a lot to see. Now, keep in mind that Gaya Simulations obviously do all of the world update stuff. They do not just the world update stuff, but all of the handcrafted stuff. All of the details already in the flight sim. So as well as contributing to the world updates, the city updates, they've also done all the oil rigs, the boats, the cars, all of those new car models you see in the in those sceneries and in third-party sceneries. Gaya Simulations do them. So you've also got to go into this one and think, well, actually, what's even more impressive is this: all of these models are all theirs. They've created all this scenery. They haven't added in anything else. They've used all their resources and added it all in. So, good to see everybody. Let's get down to... I've already prepped the aircraft, so let's get down to... I've been getting this error. I don't know what it is. Never seen it before. Can we... Yay, there he is. Don't have to have the fan on today. Right, let's get... what do we need to do? I think I've done everything. I think the only thing we actually need to do now is get pushed back. And we'll backtrack down the runway. And we'll get on our way. I think it's about a half an hour flight. Something like that. Nothing mad. But it should be a good one, guys. I have got a copy to give away. We'll do that a bit later in the live stream. Of course. It'll be as always, you know, there's a keyword to put in, that sort of thing, you know, the whole thing. And you know what, this view soon, what you're seeing on camera now, guys, imagine it in I don't know, I'm hoping in a few weeks time you're going to be able to start seeing an Airbus cockpit. I might have to use this small screen for now, because it's going to look weird. But actually, once it's all ready and I've been able to get a bigger screen, this whole view that you're getting right now is I'm hoping it's gonna be so immersive to a point of where, you know, the screen is that big, it's actually gonna disappear from the corners of the webcam, which means you'll just see the obviously the windscreen, and you'll see all the good stuff that I'm hopefully building with my bare hands. I am actually doing it. I'm building it. I'm just getting the wood. Don't say that on a live stream again, Brian. I am just getting the wood delivered from a reputable wood cutting company. The same guys who did Airliners Live. Cop it. So yeah. I'm really excited to go down to oh sorry, no, are we going up? We're going up to Corfu. We're going up. I'm excited to show you this one, guys. This is super impressive. Do I want to face north or south? Good question. I think it's south. We'll just right, okay, yeah, you want me to turn that off, and you want me to do, I remember when it didn't do this. I remember when it used to do it for you. I will release parking brakes, my friend, don't you worry about that. Here we go. I'm good, mate. How are you doing? It's good to see you doing a bit of live again, mate. Obviously, you did your little sort of Q&A, your live from your house last night, but that was good to see you back on the live camera. But I'm all right, mate. Taking quite a lot of things on at the moment, building myself a cockpit. What am I doing? There's engine 2 coming up. I think I've selected the right way. Let's say we do a little flight. You guys will want to see the approach into runway 34 at Corfu. So this released about an hour ago. It's available from a whole lot of vendors. I think probably every vendor. Orbex, Contrail, Iddy Builds as well. There's a fair few stores you can get it from. And there's probably people already got it at this point because it is so sought after. It is a highly anticipated one. People do like it. I've also forgot to do me beacon light, so you know why the hell am I even building a cockpit if I'm gonna forget things like that. Here we go. Let's get ourselves up to Corfu and take a look around. Like I said, I'm very excited to show you this one. Engine 1. I'm so good to be enjoying real aviation again and get loads of content. It is, mate. I think sometimes we just need a big break, don't we? We need, you know what, big break, small break. We need a break. We need a break every so often. Whether that's a couple of days, whether that's a week, a few months. Let's get all of the good stuff on. We are going to, I think it's 24,000 today. 24,000. We're doing some weird flight plans, so don't be at all surprised if we start weaving about. I don't know why the flight plan's done what it's done, but I'll you know what, I'll do it. I'll do what it says to do. Flemo, good to see you, mate. The NAS, the transponder's a standby. Yeah, that transponder's a standby. It's on auto at the minute. I'm not using thingy. I'm not using ATC, so it's on what it's on at the minute, mate. Because I'm not using ATC. The main idea for this flight is just to get ourselves up to Corfu to show you the approach. You know, the famous approach. You know. Runway 34, and obviously have a good look around the scenery. Why have I never subscribed to Planes on my YouTube channel? I don't know why. I don't know. It's a good question. You can go and do it now though, can't you? Right, flaps are set, ignition switches back to normal. Ground spoiler is is armed at the moment. We'll do everything else as we taxi this lovely Condor A320. Yeah, Flemo, good to see you over on the task fair, mate. And massive thank you to Flemo, who was the one who was able to get me. Well, you can't see it now, but my my Iceland Air model, my 757, because he's the one who pointed it out for me in the lovely sort of retro livery, which I found out the plane is actually still flying today. Haven't got a clue who the airline is, but it's still flying today. But yeah, I can't wait to start building this cockpit. And you know what? I don't even know all of this aircraft yet. And some people will probably question, well, what's the point in making a cockpit? Well, do you know what? It's because I do want to learn more of it. And a home cockpit has actually always just been something I've wanted to do for a long time. Not just now. Going way back, I always had the impression of building a Boeing cockpit for the 737. What do you think of the new... I do like the logo, mate. I think it's lovely. I did vote on it on the Instagram post. I think it's lovely. Very professional, very sleek. Minimalistic as well is a nice word. Minimalistic is what I would call it. I think too many people go a bit nuts with logos. I do just like a white or a black with a, you know, a white or background. Right, guys, let's get ourselves up to Corfu and take a look at this brand new scenery by Gaya Simulations. Now, obviously, we will be talking about the flight tamper scenery. I do have it, but I obviously haven't got it installed. Which was lovely. I don't think they ever updated it for 2024. I could be wrong. But I know it worked. It still worked with 2024, but I don't think they ever updated it. Because I did have it installed at one point in 2024 and it worked fine. I couldn't see anything wrong with it. But this is the next level. This is amazing. It's incredible. Is there things wrong with it? There's some things that I wish was present, but we'll talk about that when we get up to Corfu. I made it the other night, was impressed myself. It is impressive, mate. I like it. I also like some of the merchandise ideas as well. I think the merchandise ideas are very slick as well. I think they're very, again, minimalistic. I think they go nice. They're not too mad, you know. But here we go, guys. Let's get ourselves up to. We didn't even put our landing lights on. You know what I'm like. I tell you what. I need to get used to doing all this stuff. God Almighty. Right. We've got no one on board. It is a repositioning flight, so we should be up pretty sharpish from Zakynthos. There's 100 already, and then there is our V1 rotate. Now I'm hoping to get this landing panel soon. Positive rate gear up. And I'll hand fly it until it asks me to put it into climb. All the way out, we're going to make a right hand turn in a minute, but not just yet. I've also adjusted the tension in the Ursa Minor joystick. I've actually made it a lot tighter because, well, we'll see when I land. We'll see if it's made a difference. Flaps going up. Scion Studios, good to see you. The embroidered hoodies are around 18. I've ordered one myself as a product. Yeah, it makes sense. And there we go, guys, out of Zante. And up to this, as I say, lovely new scenery. It's only about an hour old. Night at night, hello, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thank you for everyone for spending some time tonight on the stream. I'm really looking forward to showing you around this one. This is I absolutely love Gaya Simulations stuff. Gaya Simulations sceneries are so well done, and this is no exception. This is their kind of return, if you like, because as you know, they've just been doing the handcrafted stuff, the world update stuff for Microsoft and Asobo. And if you look back on my videos on the channel years back, you would have seen, you'll actually see some Gaya Simulations reviews, and I love them back then. I still love them now. I think, do you know what, the fact that they do all these their own vehicle models and everything, it's so cool. Q&H set back to standard. It's going to be a fun approach if I can actually do it. Yeah. What software are you using for the Stream Deck? That is currently on the chase plane profile, which sometimes I don't like to press, just because sometimes it likes to conflict and knock autopilot off. You tried the new A380 update? I have, mate. I have. In fact, it's the first time I've actually flown the A380 on a full flight, and I did a bit of a, like, I'm not fully confident in the A320 at the minute, or the 19 or the 21, but I had to go with the A350 in the builds one, and I did a full flight with it, and it was cool. Went into the A380 yesterday after updating it, and it is just so much smoother. It's fantastic. I did a full flight, and you know what? The landing that I did with it was actually a lot better than what I can do with these smaller jets. It worked out really good. But yeah, a couple of things missing on the fly-by-wire version, of course, which I'm assuming any builds will include. But now the fact that fly-by-wire have got their A380, the performance is great. Any builds really need to be careful and make sure that it's not too heavy, because in more ways than one, because the fly-by-wire update is just, it's the first time I've been able to sort of properly fly it on my system. It was flawless, absolutely fantastic. Even the replay that I recorded was great. I keep on forgetting to do this. I always forget. That will just be a screen on my home cockpit, so that my home cockpit will just have this as a screen. The you know, the backup, is it the ISIS, is it the ISSS, IS, is it, or is that it there? No, backup horizon. Yeah, it needs to be good, mate, especially after that fly-by-wire update. Didn't do anything with the lights, so let's sort them now. We got no one on board, so we don't need to mess about with anything in that respect. Let's get the ground spoilers back down, and we're just gonna fly. We're just gonna keep on going. I think it is about a half-an-hour flight. I hope it is anyway. Yeah, it shouldn't be too long. It's be 2,900. 2,900. So what I'm thinking with this home cockpit is I'm gonna have one of the instruments that I'm not going to be using, and I'm gonna try and find a real Airbus part. Now at the minute, Plane Reclaimers online have got one of these, the screen brightness panels, and I most likely won't ever use this in my home cockpit, so I might get a real Airbus one, just as a little bit of a cool thing to say that's actually out of a real Airbus. I thought that'd be quite cool little thing to do. PMDG DC6 update came out today. Had a quick flight. It's nice, better than the free update though, and that's the biggest plane I fly at the minute. I mean, I never thought I'd be flying these, let alone building a home cockpit and stuff. I can't believe it. It's going to be a fun little project. I can't wait to do it and also share some videos as well. So, As I say, Corfu Gaya Simulations, what have we got going on? Well, it is available now. It's been available for about an hour. I think it came out at 7 o'clock today. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 only. So if you do want to get involved in the giveaway, please keep in mind that it is a 2024 scenery. I will do the giveaway a bit later once we've had a good look around. It's on, as I say, a whole host of vendor stores. You can get it on Orbex, Contrail, IndyBuilds. I think there's a couple of others. The InSim Marketplace, I think, possibly as well. I'd imagine Gaya Simulations get all their stuff fast-tracked onto the marketplace. But yeah, now, what I said before about the price, I'm going to tell you now, because what I want you to do is when we're having a look around this scenery, is just take it all in and have a look and think whether it's worth this price. It's £12.30. £12, 12.30, £12.30. I'm not going to tell you right now if you've not seen it and not bought it yet. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to give you any inclination. Obviously you've already heard me say it's incredible, it's stunning. I'll leave it at that. It's built natively for Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 using the latest rendering technologies, materials, lighting and scenery. It's up-to-date airport layout based on the latest real-world aeronautical data. Carefully handcrafted level of detail, system for exceptional performance and smooth operation. Optimized for PC and Xbox. Extensive custom ground poly with realistic pavement materials, weathering, rubber deposits. Wow. Never heard that in a features list before. Rubber deposits. And airport markings. Custom airside and landside assets created specifically for Corfu. Ultra detailed, highly accurate terminal interior, meticulously optimized for outstanding performance. Collection of animated custom airport vehicles, so we do have animated ground vehicles with this one. Animated boats operating around the waters of the airport lagoon, bringing the surrounding coastline to life. Bespoke water rendering featuring custom shallow watercolors, reefs and crystal clear coastal waters surrounding the airport. It is, honest to God, that's what they've done, and you'll see it. Custom night lighting, bespoke lighting, immersive materials, carefully tuned atmospheric illumination. You've got all the landmarks. You've got the Corfu National Stadium, the plane spotting areas, the restaurants, I think Nice Sauce Restaurant, the Royal Grand Veranda Cafe, and a couple of others that I cannot pronounce. And high quality airport clutter and custom ground surface vehicles. Yeah, there's a lot to it. We're going to be here for a while. I can't wait. It's fantastic. And guys, I haven't seen all of it yet. I've only seen a bit of it. That's pretty cheap. It is. It is. Good price, to be fair. Well, we'll see. I'm not going to give it away. You guys know my thoughts on it already, but it is a fantastic scenery. It really is. I'm very impressed, and when I've seen that price, I think, do you know what? I am going to criticize Gaya Simulations here and say they've probably undercharged people. So honestly, grab it while you can, just in case, because I think they've seriously underpriced it. I'm going to be totally honest there. I think they've yeah, I think they have. Right, let's get some of this arrival data and see if I can get this right. I can't wait to have a proper MCDU. I really can't. Corfu just as hot as, well, the UK just as hot as Corfu at the minute. Or at least it was. Yeah, compared to the other prices at the moment. I mean, yeah, from what I've seen recently and what we've taken a look at on the channel, £12.90 or 13 quid for this airport is just insane. It really is. It's it's a bit. Hey, listen. It is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. You're gonna have a blooming good time with this one, and we'll do some kind of full flight in the cockpit setup when I've got it built, when it's ready to go, when it's ready to be used. I'll definitely have Corfu down as one of my destinations. As you can see, the flight band starts to get a bit funky going into Corfu. I didn't want to mess it up. We're getting to our descent anyway soon, so hope everyone's doing all right. Please do keep an eye on the channel for. I'm gonna put what is my kind of setup video that is. I don't want to say a waste of time, because it hasn't been a waste of time, because it's mostly about setting up the wing control throttle, the Ursa Minor, and the 32 pack as well, and the mount, the desk mount, which is pretty good. But again, unfortunately, that's going to be taking a back seat because I won't need to put it on a mount soon. It'll be on its own center pedestal. Good to see everyone in the live chat. Really appreciate it. Remember, I have got a copy to give away of Corfu, so if you haven't bought it, don't buy it just yet. Don't have a look at all this detail when we come into land and go, right, I'm going to buy it, I'm going to buy it. Just wait, see if you win a copy first. Oh, I tell you what, it's still a bit warm though. It is still a bit warm. You can see it's at the top of the... Oh no, it's not, it's fine. I'm still waiting on my... There's a little... You can see it there, my EMI Pixie camera, which is like a point and zoom. It's a, you know, tracking camera. The guys at EMI are actually sending me the wireless version of that, which, do you know what? Combined with the fact that I'm doing the cockpit build, it's going to be fantastic. It really is. But yeah, loads of stuff going on because of, obviously, the cockpit build, and there'll be some other things to look at as well on the channel, of course. More live streams for various airports. There's also an airport coming up, guys. There's a very small airfield. Now, I know some of you not into airfields because you like the airports, you like the international hubs, you like the airports like Corfu. But for the people who do like airstrips, I've got something quite interesting coming up soon on the channel. And the guys who make it have taken things another step forward with the level of immersion and interactivity. I can't wait to show you what I've been sent and what the guys have been doing. I'm feeling lucky tonight. It was my birthday. Oh, hey, Rodessa. Happy birthday. What's it like to be 19? Do you know what? I honestly don't even know your age, mate. You could actually be 19. Everyone show your love, and please get the happy birthdays in the live chat for Aerodessa, please. Can't wait for Vienna from Gaya, so excited. Yes, so they are updating Vienna, yeah, after Corfu, so I'm assuming that's what they're getting on with right now. Yeah, Corfu to Vienna will be a brilliant... I mean, you'll get some views. You'll get some views with that one. Coming up to top of descent now. I'm actually going to tell the aircraft to do it now, just to be careful. Start hearing the plane spooling back. 19 then, basically 19, yeah. I honestly think this hobby translates so well for various ages. I think even if you're retired and, you know, you've left work and you still want to do some flight sim, it's fantastic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think anyone can, you know, game at any age. I'm not discriminating anyone for a hobby, but I think flight simulation really does translate well to all ages. I tell you what, I'm talking about not being hot. I am feeling a bit hot. Carl, good to see you. How much are the different sections for the autopilot? Do you mean the panels here? They're quite cheap and they're actually on sale at the minute, so I'd go and grab them at the right now if you're looking at buying them. They are. Let's have a little look. They are. Let me find it. The ethos is. The combo is 162. I'm not too sure how much they are on their own. Let me see if I can find the listing on their own. The autopilot, the FCU, is 133, down from 150. That is running to the 15th of July. I can't find the single. Let me find the single one. The single one is £81, down from 90. Yeah, good to see you, mate. Ready for the skewed? Yeah, I am. Well, I'm not, because this is the first time I've done it. Can't believe the price of this. I know we were saying, mate. In fact, due to Gaya association with no, it's all their stuff, mate. If you read on Contrail, they've done bespoke water rendering, and masking and stuff like that. So I think it's all them. I think it's all their stuff. I think the fact that it's on marketplace straight away is probably due down to their partnership, if you like. I tell you what, I'm saying it's not warm, it is warm. Yes, but what I'm saying is, are they actually masks, or have they... I'm not too sure, mate. I am not sure. I couldn't be 100% positive on it. I know they've done some really cool animations and stuff. I'm assuming you've already got it. Yeah, there's a catch-up needed. I am sweating buckets now for some reason. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to... Thank you. Guys, I'm gonna have to get the fan. Sorry, I am still here. Hey. I'm gonna have to plug the fan in. Oh, that's better. Plane descending and he gets off at the cockpit. Not yet, but it's in my cart. I think this live stream will probably make you pull the trigger, mate, but don't forget I am giving a copy away, so don't pull the trigger just yet. Yeah, you know, we had a lot of rain before. A lot of rain. Massive amounts of rain. Will you compare it with the flight tamper version? As I say, I have had it installed, the flight hamper version. I might do a comparison video. It probably would make a yeah, I think people would want to see it. But I mean, flight hampers isn't technically 2024 compatible. I don't think it is anyway. I don't think they made it compatible. Most devs use simple watermasks because they don't have full access to the tools. A sober use right, okay. Yeah, Carl, I understand now. Ooh. I understand what you're saying now, mate. It would make sense. But, you know, all these objects in this scenery are all Gaya Simulations made, you know. You're going to see a lot of familiar things because of, obviously, all of the handcrafted stuff in the sim. All the world updates are all Gaya Simulations. And like I said before, all of the other stuff that you see, the landmarks in the sim, the oil rigs, loads of stuff, it's all Gaya Simulations, the default boats as well. I can tell you by image and videos that the version knocks for 6. Yeah, it does. Like I say, I don't think flight hampers did get a compatibility update. Carl, you probably would know actually. Did it ever get an update? It does work if you install it into 2024. It does load and it will work. Is it worth doing a comparison? I mean, it might just be like, I don't know. I mean, do you know what? I'll be honest. I thought the Orbex London City Airport versus Innie Builds comparison, I thought it was going to be a massive difference, but in fact a lot of people ended up just keeping their London City scenery and not bothering updating. No, Carl, they've done a lot of buildings. They've done a lot of landside buildings. There's buses moving about. The roads look fantastic. Every single little bit of what they've modelled in just looks yeah, it is really nice. I'm gonna get the landing lights ready because I'll end up forgetting something. £7 for a pint in there. Well, do you know what? If you can see the planes. But yeah, I don't know whether doing a comparison between flight hampers and this one is going to be worth it, just because of how much difference it is, you know. I might feel a bit horrible even doing that, you know, just. I mean, it might make flight hamper do some kind of update to it. I don't know. Update to theirs, of course. You know, it might make them do something, but as you guys know, I wasn't overly impressed with the Vegas update. I mean, I think it was Concourse E or the newer terminal at Vegas. They'd done such a great job of doing the terminal, updating it, but they didn't bother doing any of the other terminals. And I know it's a huge airport, but yeah. Hey Tom, good to see you. Evening, probably missed some streams while I was in Canada on holiday. I hope you've had a good time, mate. I would love to go to Canada. Would love to go to Canada. You can always watch them back, mate. That's why I make them available. What was our Q&H? Let me just give it a little bit of a refresh. 1011. Saw that Vegas update did look poor. They just added it in a few bits, didn't they? I hope I'm not too fast here. I'm gonna have to start slowing down. QNH 1011. Let's get some air brakes out. going to Vegas in real life and seeing a scenery and spotting stuff that's missing is very triggering. Yeah. Like when Edie Bills did Liverpool. Even though most of it was there, it was still a bit like... Flight Tampa have gone a bit downhill, but they did update the products. I think that's Toronto, isn't it? Got a refresh, but yeah, Vegas was sloppy, and they also had to update it about 3 or 4 times after that update to fix some of the issues, didn't they? Let's have a look. Let's see if I can do this. Never done this flight before, never flown into Corfu on the sim, but yeah, it's looking nice, isn't it? Over there. There we go. It was labeled 2024 compatible, but remained unchanged. Right, interesting. That's probably why it worked then. Here's our last turn into Corfu. Let's see if we can do this. Oh, it's gonna have to straighten itself out. Sorry, I'm gonna have to straighten myself out. Yeah, so yeah, Flight Tampa Humberside was like the exception. It was incredible. Like, it was like a Flight Tampa Humberside was like one of those where I was like, okay, that's incredible. And it's an English airport as well. Oh, Flemo, don't tell me that, mate. Jesus. I'm terrible as it is. It's because we've got this lovely selection of rocks here that I can easily fly into. That was fab, to be fair, it was. Ah, they have some independent. Yeah, I mean, most studios do now, don't they? Even indie builds have started sort of, I guess, what would you say, freelancing it out? I mean, this is worse than thingy. This is worse than Palm Springs. Look. Is it gonna take me anywhere near where it needs to be? I can't even speak, I'm so nervous. Maybe I might do a comparison video then, because it's relevant, isn't it? It's definitely relevant. Even if there's a massive difference. I mean, it's still taking me towards it. I'm just gonna let it... This flap's full. But Brian, you're making your own home cockpit, mate. You should be able to land at Corfu. There's no point in making a home cockpit if you can't fly Corfu. Little bit of flickering there in the water, I've noticed. Just something to straight off the bat look at. This is something I didn't notice before when I loaded it in earlier on, when Gaya Simulations sent it over to get the live stream sorted. Do you know what? The airport almost looks like it's on a slope as well. But yeah, we got some where Gaya Simulations have done some of the water, the magic, which it looked fantastic. We are getting a lot of flickering just straight off the bat. I will say that. Good to see you, Alex, mate. Alex is away at the minute, aren't you? Where are you, mate? You're in Faro. You're in Faro. I think I'm too high at the minute.
1,000.
Yeah, I am a bit.
100 above.
I'll make it up. I'll make it up. Don't put me off.
Minimum.
There we go. Back on it. I tell you what, mate. For me personally, the tightening the joystick up has made a massive difference. There's some of the moving ships, the boats rather.
500.
Still a bit high. The water looks fantastic, but like I say, from a distance, it does flicker. Getting a bit high again. Oh, getting down very fast. Yeah. Is it? The water looks gorgeous. Like, the water looks fantastic. A lot of popping in the water, that's the problem.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Welcome to Corfu. If you've got any arse bone left. Bit of flicker in there. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was a slight. It was a bit of a slam, but you know what? I was getting too high, and luckily there's no one on board except me, so it was all right. It were all right. Wasn't perfect. Welcome to Corfu, guys. I cannot wait to start. Get the drone camera out. We're not going to spend too much time on the aircraft. We're just going to get the engines off. We're going to get the APU off, and we're going to get it on ground power, so we don't have any of the annoyance of the engine or anything like that. So, I mean, yeah, the landing was all right. I always, when I watch the replays always seem to look a bit nicer than the actual when you're inside the cockpit, but I know what, I'm not bouncing them anymore. I'm not flaring them as much, so I'm not doing the little bounce on the back wheels anymore. So I'm happy that I'm gradually improving. Now it's just obviously just making it a bit smoother. Keep on making it smoother landing, but yeah, I'm not bouncing the back wheels anymore, which is great. The back gear, as it were. Not the best parking, but we're there, we're down. Let's get the park and brake on. Let's get the engines off. What did you like about I loved it. I just didn't like Portugal. Oh right, okay. Right guys, as I say, there is a copy to give away. I will be doing that. Just bear with me though. We're gonna have a good look around this scenery because there's a lot to see. There's a lot, and you can see just how much detail it is just straight out the window here. Just straight out the window. Now, I had a look at this earlier. Any stuttering that you can see, I assure you, is down to the streaming and OBS and stuff like that, because when I looked at it earlier, everything was the same settings and everything. It was perfect. It was just so smooth. I honestly mean that. I'm not exaggerating. It was sent through by Gaya Simulations, but again, they haven't said to me, you know, tell everyone it's gorgeous and tell everyone that the performance is great. In fact, the main guy at Gaya Simulations said to me, first of all, I just said it looks absolutely gorgeous, and he said, what's the performance like? And I said, on my system, it's buttery smooth. It really is. It's very, very nice. So yeah, if you see any stuttering, guys, I assure you it is down to the fact that I'm streaming and I've got multiple windows open and stuff. I've got a window with you guys on to my right. I've got a window over there where my OBS is. That's why I'm looking at that camera. And then obviously, as you can see, the sim on here. Right, let's hope. Oh, look at that. My spoilers are still out. Fantastic, Brian. Well done. I don't know why they're still out. Oh, well. We'll leave them like that. Right. Is my drone camera working? Yes, fantastic. There we go. Let's have a look at what you guys... Runway textures look great. Yeah. ICO code later. Might be. Just wasn't my taste. Wasn't for me. Spain is better than Portugal. I mean, I haven't been to... Oh, no, hang on. I haven't been to... I've been to Mallorca and I've been to Lanzarote. And Lanzarote was lovely, from what I can remember. Right, guys, let's have a look at this. Now, I think what I'm going to do is... I think I'm going to go anti-clockwise for this one. Because there's a lot over there, as you can imagine. So, yeah, let's go anti-clockwise. Lovely Condor livery there. Look at that. Love it. Let's have a look now for people who have got the flight tamper version. Feel free to make your comparisons. Let me know, because honestly, I didn't use the flight tamper version much. I might do a visual comparison like you've seen on the channel between the two. It would probably make sense if I try and do that, but not for definite right now because I have a lot going on. So yeah, there is animated ground vehicles, there's buses, there's things going on landside as well. Now, what I am going to say, there it is over there, there's one of the buses. And there's also people in these buses as well, and the ground vehicles, there's actually people, you know, in them rather than just being vehicles that move without anyone in them. Now, sadly, I am just going to give you my, just to start with, before we go have a look around, I'm going to give you my only criticism with this scenery. My only criticism. And that is the lack of people. It's the lack of people. The only people you can see are the ground people. The people in the vehicles and any people that you can see on the apron or anything. Sadly, there's no passengers. And that is my only criticism. I did feed it back to Gaya Simulations. Maybe it's something they might do, but for now, no passenger models. But everything else is just done to perfection. This is what I envisioned when I saw the World Update 21. So when I saw the Australian update and they obviously had already announced Corfu, I was like, right, Corfu is going to be special because they're going to do every bit of detailing they can. And you can see it. You can see it here. The edging to the grass, the fences, the lamps, the street lamps. The street lamps have got dirt and rust, and there's custom foliage, there's benches, there's bins. There's even these barriers with the chains on them. You know, nothing has been left out in filling the gaps. The stadiums here, I think it's an indoor swimming pool is there. There's scooters, there's bikes. It is, I mean, I'm going to just take you around it, guys, and you can see for yourself what Gaya Simulations have done. It is a beautiful, beautiful scenery. It's how I wish every scenery was. And you know what, guys? I love Innie Builds Liverpool, but my word, if Gaya Simulations ever did Liverpool, oh, I think Innie Builds might have a bit of a bit of competition. I mean, the turnstiles are even here for the stadium. You could literally walk down here with the avatar in first person mode and it would look so detailed. A Brian rant. It is. That landing sent me into next week. It wasn't that bad, mate. It wasn't that bad. You clearly haven't seen any of my other live streams and landings. Much better than Flight Time. This scenery is 12 quid. I know. Fly Tampa did a big of Corfu town though, which I'm guessing Gaya didn't. I don't think they have. Taking the drive in the buggy. Nah, I don't think we will today. No, to be honest with you, there's all, Corfu doesn't have any photogrammetry, so you will see that your approach is it 07? Is it 07? No, it's not. 16. Where was I getting 07? You're approaching to 16. You're gonna get just auto-generated buildings. You're not gonna get any. You're not going to get any custom buildings as far as the approaches go for 16. I think these are Gaya Simulations boats. In fact, I'm pretty certain these are Gaya Simulations boats. Do they use Runway 16s for approaches a lot? I think they always try and do 3-4, don't they? But I mean, yeah, there's a nice big cargo ship here. Cruise ship rather, and it is definitely a Gaya Simulations one because I can just tell. I can just tell the detail in it. If they use again, if they use 16 as mostly departures, then pretty good. Yeah, those ships, man. Those ships are insane. These are definitely Gaya Simulation ships that they've created. Because I mean, what in the world? I listen. I brought this up in the Fort Lauderdale live stream. They add some of Gaya Simulation's boats and ships, and the level of detail in the ships is just ridiculous. Like for a static model, like. It is, well, you can see it. I won't spend too much time over here because, like you can see, there's not much done, like I say, in the way of custom modeling. Brian's landings was better than line. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that. What we saying? Ship simulator. It is more than departure for arrivals. Proper quality them. They are. The ships are nice touch. Like there is, and I think what you'll see, guys, is when we get over to 3-4 where I landed before, that's where the approach detailing is just off the chart. The amount of stuff that they've added in over there. So let's carry on around the perimeter. Some little bits and bobs going on around the road. The road is textured up, so you got a proper road there as well, which is always good. Just, I mean, all of the little bits. There's more of it. Like there's so much of it. There's gonna be a lot of time spent on the other side of the airport because of there's just all bits like this, little scenes, little tables and chairs. It's just again. The lack of people, it's a bit, yeah. I think just anyway because the performance is so good, they could have actually put people in and still benefited from it all. Like the detail in the barbed wire, the detail in the fences, every gate and what would you call it? Like security point is all on point. Every single little building has got its own bit of surrounding clutter, just to add it in. And again, you've got all of the Gaya Simulations added vehicles. It never ends. And like I say, there is an interior to this. I can't go in with the normal camera, but you can see that they've put a pool in there. They have put a pool in there. I don't think there's any water in there or anything, but you know, they've put an interior in there, you know. And everything is just nicely modeled. I mean, the modeling and texture, there's no point of sort of carrying on, going on about it, because it is just amazing. The world update sceneries, the last one, Australia, was brilliant. The airports that they've done there, but again, all those airports, they didn't have people in them. I noticed they didn't have any animated or static people in them. Just, yeah, I mean, just take it in, guys. There's some points when I'm just thinking it must have took them a fair bit of time to model everything to this level. If you already bought this, then I hope you're enjoying it. If you haven't bought it and you're looking at this live stream and thinking, right, I'm gonna go and buy it, hold off. I have got a live stream giveaway. I've only got one copy, so if you've got it in your basket or you're ready to buy it, then just take a chill. And yeah, you might win a copy. It is a beautiful. I mean, do you know what, the area that we're in, you know, Corfu right now, it does help the scenery to look so nice. But I mean, look at it. I mean, this is a good example of everything. Everything's closed off. You got the barriers. You know, it looks restricted. You've got some Vespers, I guess you would call them, scooters. You've got all this custom foliage growing outside of the tarmac here as well. Everything's weathered. Custom vehicles, custom signposts. Beautiful work. It is beautiful work. It really is. Gaya Simulations. It's good to see these guys back and doing their, you know, their own third-party stuff. Of course, they will still be doing the world updates and helping Microsoft and Asobo. But after they've updated some of their older sceneries, and because obviously we know Vienna is going to be getting updated, that is the next one. I just wondering where they're going to head next, and it'll be interested to see where they head from here. Now, let's just speed things up. We've got an apron here. The apron, I mean, like you said before, guys, you spotted some of the texture work on the runways and the aprons and the taxiways. Again, the quality is just, it fits just the old airport. What I do want to show you is the water, what they've done with the water. And I don't think I've actually seen it in a scenery before. Like all the little tears in here as well. That's so cool. It's just little intricate small details that you may never ever see. And then again, you can see some assets. They're not as pin sharp. You know, the texturing in them isn't. You know, it's not like the other things we've seen so far. So, but guys, the performance is fantastic. The performance is really nice. I do want to show you this water though. Like we saw before, the water was flickering. I would like to see if the water flickers if we turn it on to DLSS, because I've noticed some of these flickering issues recently. If you turn it on to DLSS, it stops. I also noticed there is birds as well. Animations on the wings are a bit almost like DLSS is turned on. Actually, they're better when you zoom in. Oh no, it's a bit flickery. Mine. He's gonna poo on me. Nah, don't you dare. He's after me, Chips. Get away. But yeah, the water. What they've done with the water, well, you'll see it. Funnily enough, it looks like it reacts to wind. In fact, I think it does, doesn't it? You'll actually see it down there, but it's not happening here. Maybe because it does, the tide does occur over there more. So we'll carry on. I want to show you. Sorry for joining late. No worries, Andrew, mate. Good to see you. Needs people for sure. I've made the comment. There you go. You can see some wake. Look at that. You can see the waves coming in. It looks fantastic when it comes to what, you know, as it just hits the shoreline. I would say the animation as it comes in, it is still great. It's better than what we've seen because we actually don't have any kind of tide or wake. So it is cool to see. It is cool to see that animation. Really, really good. They've definitely taken into consideration the fact that 3.4 is used for arrivals mostly, and they've just piled on the custom effects, the custom buildings, objects, and everything down here. If you like me and you like your custom, if you like your virtual plane spot, and then this new Corfu is going to definitely tick some boxes. As you can see, we've got a mixture. We've got some auto-gen buildings in there, but mostly custom. I mean, look at that. As we go in, the detailing around the edge of the land itself. You know, we probably were going a bit too fast when we approached here, weren't we? So we didn't get to appreciate. We even got barbed wire here now. There's a bit of a LOD issue with that, I guess. Kind of. You can see the bars, but you can't quite see the barbed wire. But yeah, I mean, if you're a scenery nut like me, this is one of those where it's just a pleasure looking around it. See, the animations just started going a bit like stuttery there, but I don't think you're meant to be this close to the animations. You can also see what looks like the masking. Now, I don't know if this is an issue, an elevation thing, but if you have a little look, there's the normal looking water, and then you can actually see, if you just raise the camera up, the transition to give it that mask, you know. Not an issue, because we never will be doing that unless you like to use Microsoft Flight Simulator as a swimming simulator. But look at the stones, look at the boats here. The boats are moving. The stones are here underneath the water. It looks like the clear water we get over here. I've never been to Corfu, but you know, picture wise, what we see on pictures. Sitting at the beach simulator, definitely. The best add-on could make a boat with the same stuff. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, we do have some boats you can download, which are yachts and stuff. They're quite good. The smaller yachts. There you go. There's no one on there, but I think the animation's quite cool as well. Like I said, they put a lot of detail into the approach of Runway 3.4. And again, all Gaya Simulations modeled assets. So every boat and every car, every building just looks spot on. Now, one thing I am noticing, which wasn't here before, and I'm pretty certain of it, this kind of layer mask is a bit higher than this wall. I'm sure it's easily fixed. And again, I don't think it's supposed to be sort of something you're not gonna be ducking down underneath it unless you're flying low. Yeah, that's an actual mask rather than the Asoba magic. That barbed wire is yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Concertinous. It's a lot clearer water than the Humber River. Yeah, it definitely is, mate. Guessing it's incredibly difficult to redo water in the sim. Oh yeah, no, I imagine so. I really, yeah, that's probably why we do get that flickering just on approach. And I think, you know, as a bit of feedback to Gaya Simulations, that the water masking needs a fix. If it's flickering, because if you're going to be approaching here, then there's a lot of flickering, then you're not going to, it's going to be noticeable, you know. But that said, it still looks really gorgeous, doesn't it? It looks so nice. Let's have a little look, because we've got quite a lot to have a look at round here. And then obviously we've still got the airport itself to take a look at. Some Gaya Simulations model boats again. Look at this. Oh, wow. This is exactly why we do this on this channel. This is why we get up close with the sceneries, because this is all nicely grown around this little... Oh, wow. God, Microsoft Scenery Simulator. It just is, isn't it? It just is. This is actually 3D modeled. It's all here. Look at it. Just, yeah. I mean, is this guy's got collision on it? It does have collision. Sadly, there's collision on here, so you can't get underneath, but you could do with your avatar. And then there's anyone ever been there in real life? You lucky people. You lucky people. And then just look at how hidden that is. Do you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me, funny enough, it is coming back out again. This reminds me of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Getting onto one of these islands and having a little bit of a ramble up to the top. Look at this. Look at this. Gaya Simulations, you need to stop it. You naughty, naughty people. A little ice cream. Oh, wow. Wow. This is why I leave looking at some of these sceneries till I get on to the live stream with you guys, because when we discover some of this extra bit of added in spice. Look at this. See, it is just missing people, guys. Gaya Simulations, if I'm just going to be a bit out, any bit critical, I don't think many people will be bothered, to be quite honest. But honestly, get some people in. Get some people in, because you've done everything to perfection. That is how an approach into an airport done. And I know the scenery around this airport is beautiful anyway, and it really, you know, but this is how you do detail to an airport approach. It's how you, I mean, look at it kind of just looks like zombie apocalypse type thing, doesn't it? You know, but everything is so, I'm sorry, but it's just so detailed, crisp, and even these little sort of obscure, you know, these bits, you know, the water looks all sludgy and not so clear. I mean, the foliage and the rocks, you've added all the little bits in. And then, of course, you've got the, apologies, I don't know the name of this hotel, but it's, or the restaurant, sorry. But you've put it in, and it looks just just chef's kiss. I'm not gonna kiss because it looks a bit weird. Yeah. What are we saying? What are we saying in the chat? Sorry, I've missed quite a lot. Guessing it's we do have those yachts, but outside steering them, they aren't very realistic. Lots of stuff not modeled. Yeah, they're not amazing, but they look great. Also, they don't have walk around. It would be epic to have a legit boat. I'm pretty sure you can walk around on the yacht, Scary Duck. The yacht that I've got, you can definitely do what you can do with the Phoenix and exit and then walk along the deck. I'm pretty certain. It's insane. Yeah, insane level. Stunning. Great stream so far. Cheers, Mike. If you're honest, it is better than Fly Tampa's one. Yeah, it is. Imagine what they'll do for the Vienna. I hope they do a nice big update for Vienna, yeah. Just chill on the Sun Lounge, just stick in AI traffic. Mate, you know, I mean, I don't know if we're going to get anything, but as we have a little look around, let's stick on FSLTL and see if we get anything in. We might as well, mightn't we? Be a little, you know what? It'll be a little bit of a live test for you guys to see. Little bit of extra performance being added to it. Let's see if we get any approaches in from some AI traffic. There you go. It's got some Ryanairs on the stand there, being generated in there. Let's see if we get anything. Let's carry on. Let's carry on. Look at this. So good. I mean, it's just a shame that the Asobo trees are getting in the way. And look what they've done here. They've done like part of the road. It's so good, man. So good. There's noises. I can hear restaurant noises. Which, funny enough, isn't a thing that's in the description. It isn't in Contrail anyway. Look like the little boxes here. Yeah. I mean, there's no people, so again, you know, the fans are working though. The flags are flying. Imagine that as your view. Imagine as an Geek. I mean, I know there's going to be people popping up and saying that they've been here and done this and everything, but imagine, look, I mean, look at that for a viewpoint. That's where you'll be wanting to have your Greek meal, isn't it? Right there. Asobo should really allow developers to remove auto. Yeah, they should. I think Corfu is going to definitely be on my bucket list now. Not that I didn't know about this. Obviously, you've also got you've also got Skeetos as well, haven't you? The European Princess Juliana, if you like. I mean, even the details in these surrounding buildings, just the level of texture work that they've put in, incredible. You got some of the I don't know if that's another Gaya Simulations boat. Let's have a little look. I know there's quite a few of these. Monastery, the viewpoints, the National Stadium, we've seen that. That was the restaurants. Is this another Gaya Simulations ship? I think it might be because actually, let's have a little look. No, I think that's... I'm going to say no just because of how... like jaggedy the edges are on things and how... It might be. They might have just popped it in, but anyway. Anyway, let's get over to the other side. Let's have a little look at these animated boats. I know you guys like to see all the bits of detail. Don't know if there's any weird sound effects coming in. Yeah, I mean the details on these boats as well. Look at them. I'm not too sure what the sounds are. Can't see any aircraft on approach. Let's have a little look. We've got, look, I mean, look at this coat. Look at this. Yeah, you can see that these guys have put the look, there's the mask. It's just floating over the water. You can see it clearly. Now I don't know if, because I've never done it before, but I don't know if they maybe lowered it a bit. Because I mean, it's not, you're not supposed to be going down that low with a camera. But I guess if you're one of those people who use the avatar to explore areas, because there's a lot of people that do it. Oh, hang on. There's some people here. You know, if you are one of those people who use the avatar to explore on foot, then you probably will notice the masking just above the air. You know, just above where it should be. I don't know whether lowering it affects it and you can't see it as much, but anyway. There's some people. I think these are the Asobo. Well, I don't know if, when I say Asobo, I don't know if Gaya Simulations do the people models. You know, these new people models, which do look nice. It's just sometimes when they've been added into sceneries, I've noticed that they look like they've had like full head transplants. The heads don't match the bodies for some reason. But they look cool. They look realistic enough, you know. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And you know, we haven't even got to the airport yet, so that's a thing in itself, isn't it? After Vienna, Gaya will do Kos. The developer Lisem is making, oh, I don't know, so a lot of very good Greek. I've noticed there's been an influx in Greek sceneries over the last couple of months. We've been getting the Greek flight simmers definitely been getting fed very well. Look at the stones. I don't think these are normal. I don't think these are normal. We do get kind of the stone textures in some places, but I don't think they're like that. Again, some more sounds. I've noticed they didn't really mention any kind of sound profiles or anything added in as a feature, but they're there. I mean, look, you got all the little bits of grass and foliage coming through the sea. It is very immersive, very, very immersive. Look at this. Collision on it as well, so you'll be able to walk across this with your avatar. Sounds of the birds. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really is Gaya Simulations. Pats on the back all around. It's just I tell you what. I'm just gonna give that a bit of a screenshot there because that looks beautiful. We just need a plane to go past. Oh, hang on. Yeah, okay. Typical Ryanair. Cheap shot, I know. It was a cheap shot. I like all the mops and the cleaning equipment and everything. Fantastic. Fantastic Gaya Simulations. Let's have a little look up here. Look, I mean, look at all of this. Look at... You can't lower water mass, sadly, Brian. Asobo need to fix this. Oh, no worries, okay. I don't know much about it, like, but I suppose maybe that's why they've done that. I think scene releases are quite seasonal, like Greek stuff in the summer. Makes sense, doesn't it? Quickly getting to the gate, flying straight there, yep. Yeah. Typical Ryanair, just want to get straight out the airport, don't they? I mean... I honestly didn't think this would be this detailed. The only thing that is not included in this right now is the fact that you can go in every single room of this hotel. This is ridiculous. There is an interior. What the... Oh no, hang on. There kind of is like a little temporary one in there with some seats and stuff, but... Is the actual, like, collision to this? Yeah, there is. You probably be able to walk with your avatar around here. Some kind of auto-gen buildings over there, but they have done so... Look, here's the entrance to the hotel. If there's anyone watching, or there's anyone watching after the fact, and who's ever been around this area in Corfu, let me know. I'm assuming they've got it pretty spot on. Here's another restaurant you'll definitely be going to as an AvGeek. Look at this. I hope everyone's settled in for a long night, because we haven't got to the airport yet. Corfu is going to be on my bucket list. It's also going to be on my list to do another flight here. Fantastic. There's no need, really. I mean, there's absolutely, but you can't complain, can you? And again, let's just go back to the price point for this. £12. Oh, sorry, £12.90, £13. I've seen airports for £16, £17 that don't even come close to this. They do not even touch it. Again, it is just a shame there's no people. That's my only criticism. I mean, that is another view, isn't it? You're just sitting there having a drink, having your cocktail, and then your Condor A321 just comes bombing it down onto 3-4. It is a steal. I know, I need to look at the nightlight, and I do, I know. Oh yeah, I forgot. Carl, Mateo's doing Skatos updating that. I wasn't going to get it because I don't fly Corfu. I mean, I think as a developer, if a customer says they don't use this part of the world or don't fly this airport, but they still want to buy it, I think that is the biggest compliment. VR headset on, we can go on our virtual holiday. Definitely. But the fact that this is still Flight Simulator, absolutely yeah, I mean, it's just... If you're a person who likes doing some virtual plane spotting like me sometimes, just as a bit of an escape from the cockpit, this is where you want to be, isn't it? And with that being said... Look at the ship. Yeah, that's some good night lighting, guys. The water reflecting every single light source. The back that you can see, you can still see the seagulls flying about. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Get your thoughts in the comments. I know a lot of you have already said it's fantastic. Do you know what? Gaya Simulations pricing department, I think you need to I'm sorry, Guy, I know, you know, shh, don't say a word, but mate, you're definitely undervaluing your work on this one. I'm sorry, they are. They really are. You know, I'm not going all the way back around things again, but I'll buy any airport anywhere if it's this detailed. Yeah. How the heck did Greece become one of the best represented countries in the sim? I don't know. I honestly don't know. No giveaway hasn't been done yet. I've got to keep you guys in the chat somehow, haven't I? Let's be honest. No, we'll do the giveaway soon. Don't worry. All the details. Remember, if you are interested in the giveaway, a couple of things I want to say is I will need to reach out to you. I know a lot of people will have heard this multiple times. I do need to reach out to you, so I do need an email, and the email needs to be put into your YouTube profile so I can get it. This one is a 2024 only scenery, so if you haven't got 2024, please don't enter. There's absolutely no point. I will give the person who wins about 5 minutes chance to respond. This is why I'm doing it this way, because I'm gonna basically give you the keyword. 5 minutes later, a winner will be announced. Generally, people are usually still there in the chat. We had an incident, people. Oh, and look who it is again. I will report that back to Gaya, because I'm assuming these guys will have to fix the AI traffic, and this is FSLTL as well. He's going all the way back to Zante. Those new Ryanair boats, they're good, aren't they? Those Ryanair plane boats. So that's a thing. I'll obviously show you the the airport in the night as well, don't worry. Greece needs a world update. It needs some photogrammetry, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. The price point when you look at other sceneries, yeah, that's the problem. Where's the Ryanair going? I've got a clue. This beyond ATC would be probably not happen. Messed up AI. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think maybe all of them. If Gaya's pricing is deliberate, yeah, exactly, yeah. Ryanair going to California. California. I can't say. I'm terrible. Ryanair ferry. I'm not sure how it looks in real life, but it seems a bit weird that there are no center lights on the runway. I couldn't tell you. I know there's probably people in the chat who would be able to tell you, but we'll carry on, guys, because we do need to kind of, you know, get the giveaway sorted. We need to have a look at the actual airport terminal as well. But yeah, just as you can see, all these little waterways, they've got little, you know, you've got deck chairs and chairs. We've got boats. We've got decking and stuff, and all the fencing comes along as well. All the way along. It looks fantastic. It really, really does. I'm happy with it. Like I said before, the only just my main criticism is just the lack of people. I think they could. I know they will be trying to keep performance as good as possible, which I fully respect. I get that with how detailed it all is anyway. But I think they could. I think they could manage some people just scattered about. They're using the other way to take off. There's a jet suit for you, Mike. FSLTL sounds, I think, are actually better than the other ones. Right, let's go. Except when it cuts out like that and just there's no actual sound stage to it, where it just doesn't fade out properly. But yeah, here we go, folks. Let's have a look at the terminal, because let's face it, this is what you'll see the most. Here is an overview. I'll give you a little overview of it. Lots of landside areas, fully fully modelled. Let's have a little look at the night lighting. I mean, that lighting there is gorgeous, isn't it? You know, when the sun's, look at that, with all the you know, the white architecture of the Greek island. You know, look at that. Let's just stick it to like that, just with a bit of light back in the sky, like I always try and do. There we go. There's some of the night light in there for you. Oh. That Ryanair absolutely nosediving it down into Corfu there. It's that little King Air waiting to go out. Look at that. He's impatient, isn't he? This one. Look at this. Sorry, guys. A little bit of a gap. Is he going to go around? Or is it going to go off the end? Oh, very stuttery. There we go. A little resource thing there. That only happens when I zoom in, guys. It's only happened when I zoom in, so. Right, okay. Let's carry on. Doesn't look like he's going to go off the end of the runway. No, he's going to... What's he doing? No, he's just going to vacate the runway and go into... Oh, what are you, Ryan? Oh... My name's Ryanair, and I like to be a crocodile. Definitely didn't know where his tiller was there, did he? Right, anyway. Distracting me. Right, let's get on with it. We've been round this area, so let's go through the kind of the landside road, if you like. I believe the Pappy are not visible at daytime. That boat is blue. Would love to properly model island at least. I'd love to see some photogrammetry. Definitely would. Yeah. £200 off for a family of 4. That was exactly. Again, we need a compatibility mod to make this compatible with flight time. But the island itself, the island scenery, but isn't the island scenery part of the airport? Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand, I absolutely get the fact that the town's all auto-generated, so it doesn't look the very best it can do. But I don't know if... I'll be totally honest, I don't think Flight Tampa would make their town compatible with another developer's airport. I'll guess for one, but don't think they're going to do that. I think if anything, Flight Sample would probably want to try and update their Corfu scenery to... I'm going to be a bit pessimistic, but to the standard of this one, which will be a very big undertaking. I don't know whether Flight Sample would want to spend that much time doing that, because it would be a massive undertaking. The detail in the scenery just is miles better. It would take... they might as well just rebuild their airport, but I don't think Flight Sample town scenery would be compatible with it. Can you fly the HG80? Kind of. I did a bit yesterday, finally, with the fly-by-wire one. I wouldn't say I was anywhere near as confident in it as the A320. Quickest route to the gate. When the plane lands on the city side, a cop closes the road and car traffic. Did they include that? So I didn't know that, Xavier, mate, but that's pretty cool. I don't think they have. I have flight hampers, and their island model has a different file inside the main airport. I guess we could copy it over to see if it works. It might work, because I don't think there's anything in there. I think he was referring to the third-party freeware modder. Oh, okay. I would just check if it's available, because I'll be honest, if you're looking at this, sorry to go off topic, kind of, but, you know, the only bits I can see that Gaya Simulations done is a couple of things here. So there's a couple of things just on the roadside here, and then a few bits there. But for the most part, everything else is auto-gened. I can't see there being many complications for any kind of Corfu town add-on to sit alongside it. It's worth trying it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and then maybe reach out to the developers to see if it's something along the lines. I think once this has been out for a week or so, and there's been a couple of updates on some things. I mean, we get some flickering on the bus there as well, but I've seen that in many different sceneries. I've seen IndyBuild's buses do that as well. You know, I think developers will start working on compatibility mods and updates for sure, because this is a beautiful airport. There's so much. Like I said before, if you're looking at this scene, you've got street lamps, you've got edging on the grass here, you've got barriers, different kinds of bikes, scooters, signs, custom foliage, flags. There's just so much going on, and the performance is... I can't complain with the performance. Like I say, these little micro stutters actually don't even happen when I've just got the sim running on its own without anything in the background. All the custom foliage here, signage, everything, little bits of clutter everywhere. The payphone, I mean, when was the last time I saw a payphone? See, this has got collision on it, so your avatar is going to be able to walk everywhere in the scenery. Every little space. All of the hotels and the restaurants, you could probably take your avatar in there as well. Oh, we've got ATC. Lovely stuff. I love it when developers do the ATC in the towers. Quite a lot of them do that. Zhevietsky, I believe, was kind of one of the first, if I remember rightly. Zhevietsky with his Renton Municipal, the one with the Boeing, the 737 factory in it. Have you seen the vendor machines in the terminal? Yeah, they're all 3D. Everything's 3D inside them. It's all Gaya Simulations model stuff. It's interesting. It's amazing. Still looks a good transition between the two. It really does. I mean, there's stuff in the bins. Wow. There's stuff in the bins. The door's open as well. Where do we go, mate? Come on. Where are we going? Oh, ah! He knocked me back in my seat. Typical Greek bus drivers. I didn't mean that. Ah, I jumped out. Oh. Anyway, yeah. Stop being silly. Yeah. Be sensible. It's, yeah. I'm just actually blown away by it all. I had high hopes for the scenery when, like I keep on saying, when Gaya Simulations did their Australian updates, because the evolution, the progression, the updates of their handcrafted world update airports has been better and better each time. And there's this point now where they've decided to start doing their own scenery again, which I was so happy to see. Got an EasyJet going out there. Let's have a little look in the terminal. And what I'll do for this is I will actually go back to the night lighting. Night lighting looks fantastic. I think it's really great. All the animated vehicles have got lights on them. The terminal itself, I mean, you've also got this. Look at this. Another little restaurant with some fans in them. Sounds as well. There's some more of those vendor machines. All 3D objects in them as well, which is just bonkers. It's street food cafe there. All the lights underneath the canopies, underneath the coaches. One thing I'll say about the terminal is it's probably something that is like that in real life, but all the glass is quite frosted, so there's not a lot of light escaping from the terminal. Now there's no collision on the doors. There is on the walls, so you're not going to be able to walk through the walls. But this, again, this is the whole terminal. There's just no people in here. I've said it a few times. I do apologize. There's no people, so it just looks deserted. And it is my only criticism, but I still love the scenery, and I think everyone else still is going to love the scenery. It's just there's no one in here. There's suitcases and there's details everywhere you look. Every little bit of the airport, bins and the check-in desks. There's cafes. There's everything that's in here. There's just no people. That's the only thing. And I know people might think, well, do you know what, mate? It doesn't matter, does it? It does help with performance. Don't get me wrong. Performance is great, but And I did, admittedly, I love Gaya Simulations. I think what they're doing for the sim is amazing with all this handcrafted scenery and the models that they create. And you can go to Gaya Simulations website and you'll see all of the models that they've made for the simulator, the ships, everything. And I did say to the main, the top bloke, the main man at Gaya Simulations, there's no people in the terminal, and they were like, yeah, performance is more important. And I agree. I get that, but honestly, I think you could afford just to stick some static people in here. Just nothing too mental, just nice, just something, just so we can see, even if it's people at the gates, in the windows, so you can see them on your gate. Doesn't have to be anything. It doesn't have to be anyone in here. But I mean, look how detailed the interior is. It's one of the most detailed interiors that you'll see in a scenery. And And yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there who don't really care for the interiors, and I totally have respect and I totally get it. It is beautiful work. It is. It's unreal. Oh. Someone turned the hair dryer on. Sorry guys. Ears. If you got headphones on like me, then that doesn't sound great. Lambert, good evening, late to the party. No worries, mate. I'm glad to see you. Would people tank the performance? I just don't know. Maybe. I know. Yeah, I know. I mentioned the vendor machines quite a few times. There's some outside. There's vendor machines all the way around the scenery, not just in the airport. Every individual item. You'll see this in some of the World Update airports as well. And again, other developers can take advantage of this. Oh, hello. You know, this crazy detail. You know, the I don't know. I keep on going up outside the terminal here. Everything is individually modelled. It's insane. It would, and it'd be noticeable, especially weaker PCs, but they could make it optional. They could make it optional. That's right. Yeah, I think because of the vendors they use, and you know, Contrail and Ini builds and anyone like that, they've all got means to have toggles to turn them off. You know. Where you showed the cafe minutes ago, you should have been an elevator for oversize. I would love to see Gaya quality Malta as well. Are you using yeah, I'm using drone showcase camera, I think they call it. They don't call it drone. Showcase camera with an Xbox controller, yeah. Those restaurants are not like that. There's a Burger King there. I mean, it's probably because they didn't want to put real names in there, I'd imagine. They probably had to compromise and not put real names in there just in case. And I will say that with confidence because I've known developers get in trouble for it, and I've also seen developers get in trouble from actual airports themselves who are not happy with developers basically creating their airports with the real logos in them and stuff. So you've got to be careful what you do. A main example of that is Pyrigi with Birmingham. So Pyrigi Birmingham, I'm gonna turn FSLTL off. There we go. Yeah, Pyrigi Birmingham, you know, they reached out to him all officially and said, look, you're gonna have to either delete it or you have to change everything in the wording, so you can't call it Birmingham Airport with the code. You have to have specific titles. It has to be worded in a specific way. You can't have any of our official logos in there. So yeah, you got to be careful, very careful, very careful on what developers do and how they go about modeling these airports, because sadly some airports do not like it for whatever reason. And trust me, if you're a developer, you'll be wanting to obviously make sure it's okay before you start. But if you're a developer who starts a project and makes the airports to the standard Pyrigi does, and then all of a sudden say you can't sell it, you've just done that for nothing. Yeah, it's always better to be careful. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If you're rewatching this stream, let me know. It is available to get now. I've linked it in the description below. I know you guys want to get a giveaway going, so I will do that. So yeah, Hi, mate. Hope you're well, Mark. I'm very good, mate. Thanks for coming in. I really, really appreciate it. So, yeah, Gaya Simulations Corfu. This has been available since 7 o'clock this evening. The price point we've already discussed. We've seen how detailed Gaya Simulations have done this. It's £12.90 on Contrail. Sorry, £12.30, not £12.90. I apologise. So it is actually closer to £12. £12.30, guys, for this airport. I honestly don't know really how I can, apart from show you around this in depth as we've done in the live stream. I can't really describe to you why the price of £12 for this particular airport is incredible. I would say go off and try and look at my previous live streams and see the prices of those airports, and that's nothing against those developers at all. But yeah, you start to understand my critiques when it comes to, listen, if there's this kind of quality for that price, then I can't really condone an airport for 17-20 quid. That's just not as detailed. But anyway, it is incredible. It is. You know, I'm sorry that the landing wasn't so great, but it was, you know what, it was one of the best I've done. I will definitely be flying into here when I get the home cockpit built. By the way, guys, if you're interested, yeah, I am building an Airbus A320, not a full one, just a half cockpit. So let me just for the people who don't know, there I am there. That's my current setup. And where I am now, this desk will be gone, and there'll be actually a half cockpit. I'll be getting a bigger screen. It's gonna look great, and you guys will be along for the ride because I will be documenting it. I'll be vlogging it. Yeah, I'll take you to B&Q to get the screws for it. It's gonna be fun. It is gonna be really, really fun. And the price point, yeah. Didn't know it was available yet. It is. It's out now. Contrail, AnyBuild store, Orbex store. I'm assuming they're all the same price, £12.30. Get it while you can before Gaya Simulations realise that they've actually put a 12 instead of a 17. Or whatever. Right. I'll have a look for Anna's apartments as soon as I get scenery. My sim. I need to go here. I need to go here. And you know, I'm pretty sure you can fly from Manchester. And do you know what? I'm pretty sure Liverpool might even have flights to Corfu. Belfast City is overpriced and is exactly, Andrew. And you know what? Belfast City is nice, but what was that? Was that like 16, 17 quid? Like, you know, a good fiver on top of this ish, you know. A good whole £5 right, guys. Right. Okay. Right, let's get into this. I've got one copy to give away. Massive thank you to Gaya Simulations, who sent me this earlier on today. Told me to live stream it. Told me I could have a copy to give away to you guys. We'll get it sorted as soon as possible. Please be patient. If you do win, I will need an email so I can email you and sort everything out. It is a 2024 scenery only, so please only enter if you're on 2024. I will give the winner 5 minutes to respond, but I will only be giving you 5 minutes to enter. And the way you enter, funnily enough, if you're new to the channel, you might not know, but if you're a seasoned veteran to the channel, you might already know what I'm going to say. You might already know what I'm going to say. We've been looking at Gaya Simulations Corfu for the last, what was it? I've gone over it a bit, haven't I? We've been looking at it for over 2 hours now. There we go. I would like you to put the ICAO code, the 4-letter code for Corfu. In the chat, type in the 4 letters for Corfu. No, don't type in ICAO. No. I didn't explain it obviously there, did I? Not ICAO. I want you to put the ICO code. Yes, there we go, guys. Get it on. There we go. There we go. We're flooding in there. We're flooding in now. So 1 copy to give away, sadly. But I tell you what, a good Isle of Man. Do you know what, Mark? It's old now, isn't it? But isn't it? Is it UK 2000 that do Isle of Man? It's all right. I mean, but yeah, it probably needs a really, really good up-to-date version of it, definitely. Right, let's get the window capture giveaway. Where is it? It's not there, is it? Why isn't it on there? Oh, that's right. There we go. Oh, where have I gone? There we are. There's the ugly mug. There's all the entries getting flooded in there. Bit of random, but saw HQ of while in. Oh, right, okay. Nice. But yeah, good luck, everyone. This is why I'm going to put it on screen for you guys to look at. It's so you can obviously see when I press choose winner. You enter by putting the 4-letter ICO code in for Corfu. So if you don't know it, Google's your friend, or everyone else in the chat is your friend. So only put it in once, please. You don't need to keep on doing it. Everyone's entries are in there. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry. Let's see who we've got so far. We've got Cheesy Wiz, Scion Studio, Xavier. We've got Max in there. Lambert's in there. We've got Love. Love the name. Tom Thompson. We've got in Yamo, Ape. We've got in there Vince, Matt the Pilot, Marcel, Ale, Fabian. I can never say the name, man. It's like anonymous, Fab Anonymous. We've got Den in there. We've got Rodessa, of course, in there. From the window seat, we've got in there Pilot Triss, Gulf, Schnippler, Andrew, Flemo's in there, Carl's in there, Ethan Aviation, Mark, and a couple of others in there. Get yourself in there. Take me off. I know, well, there's no point, is there? I don't think you're on there, though, are you, mate? No, I don't think you're on there. No, you're not on there. You're not on there anyway. Any news on Blackpool? I wish there was, Mark. I was really hoping Burn and Blue Designs would do Blackpool, but I don't think they are going to. But yes, we need a Blackpool and we need a Harden. We need a Chester. We need a Beluga factory. Yes. So Sim Update 5.1 is dramatically better. Than it is better. In my opinion, I agree. Lambert, I couldn't say it myself. I couldn't say it me better. I could not say it better myself. That is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't say it better myself, could I? Mark's in there. Yeah, Mark's in there. But yeah, no, I appreciate it, Lambert. This is all I want, mate. This is what I want. People to come in, new faces to come in, all the regulars to come in, and yeah, you know. That's all I want. I try and put content out as much as I can. This home cockpit is going to be special to me, but I think a lot of people would also like to follow on with it and see how the progression goes and see what I've got. Like, I do want to put some real Airbus parts in there, even if they don't work, you know. Let's give you guys another couple of minutes. Yeah, I've noticed Sim Update 5.1 is it's a lot better for me. Definitely agree with that. Another minute or so, chaps. If you're just coming into the live stream now, we've been looking at Gaya Simulations Corfu. If you haven't entered the giveaway, all you need to do is simply put in the 4-letter ICO code for Corfu into the chat. please do that as quickly as possible. And then when I choose a winner, I should have said it before, but if you do enter this giveaway, guys, please stay in the chat. Don't get into the giveaway and then bugger off, because there's just no point. Otherwise, you'll win, and then I won't be able to pass your prize on. So. Yeah, I mean, 24 gigabytes of RAM, that's kind of, I think it's the biggest you can really get, isn't it? Yeah, Aberdeen got one a while back, didn't they? But again, there's a fair few airports in the UK that kind of need a bit of a spruced up. Obviously, any bills did Liverpool that got a lot better. Manchester obviously got any builds as well. Any builds did a few little bits, didn't they? And then SoFly have been doing some bits in the UK. But yeah, we definitely, Stansted needs an update. Stansted has been neglected as well. It's always fresh content, very different all the time. I appreciate it. I do my best, and you know what? It's not, although it is different, it's not as regular. That's all I'll say. There's definitely others that are pumping out videos nearly every day, which is great. I just cannot do that. It's impossible anyway with kind of family life anyway. But back in the day when I first started doing this, that I could do that. But yeah, it's very far between now for me. As much as I can, live streams are a bit easier for me to do. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with it, guys. Did you get any rudder pedals? I did. I just got the cheap ones still, the cheap CH Pro ones. They're very loose and you can't tighten the tension up on them. They work for what they do, but I'm hoping to get it upgraded very soon with the home cockpit. So hopefully. Honeycomb ones do look nice. Right, guys, let's get someone a copy of Corfu. Thank you for everyone's time tonight. I really, really appreciate it. It was a long one. I think this one we saw a lot more. There was just a lot more to it. There was so many things that Gaya Simulations added into this scenery, and we saw as much as we could. We went off a bit in places, or rather I did. But yeah, thanks for everyone's patience, and hopefully one of you guys, the patience will be paid off. All I will say is that for the price that Gaya Simulations are charging for this, if you don't win a copy, go and grab yourself one in the description below. I've linked in the Contrail store with my one, but like I say, if people have their own particular vendors that they like to use. So good luck, everybody, and yeah, let's get someone a copy of this. I need a drum roll, don't I? Actually, I should really have one. Anyway, do you know what? Marcel 8735. You are the lucky winner of the brand new Corfu. This is only a couple of hours old now. Was it like 3-4 hours old, something like that? Well done, well done. I hope you're still there though. Because you should know better. But yeah, Marcel right now gets till 5 past 10. It's 10 o'clock now in the UK. Marcel, you got 5 minutes. That is kind of the rate, the go-to rate. So I hope you're there, because if you're not, I'll redraw it. If you are, let me know. Oh, there he is. There he is. Let me double check. Right, I have got an email in your YouTube, mate. The last few letters is has@gmail.com. Is that correct? Let me know. Let me know. Just let me know if the email in your YouTube profile is up to date and it's active and you can access it, please. Let me know. But yeah, no, the rudder pedals were just cheap ones off eBay. CH Pro. Apparently the CH Pro ones were like the go-to ones back in the day. They're very close together. You can't adjust any tension on them. They work for what I need them to. Do you know what I mean? I do need the proper Airbus ones though. I'm eyeing up the the wing control ones. But yeah, please guys, if you're interested in this cockpit build that I've got going on, or I'm going to be starting very soon, please stay on the Discord, social media, and YouTube, because it'll be worth it. You guys will love it. Marcel, it's right, perfect. Time to go to bed. It is time to go to bed. You are right, Andrew. You are right. Thank you, everyone. Marcel, I will give you a email, my friend, as soon as possible, and we'll get that prize sorted for you. For everyone else, thank you so much. All I can really say is thank you so much to Gaya Simulations for the opportunity to live stream this. It's a fantastic airport. It really is. Like a couple of you guys have said in the chat, you might not fly here, but you'll be getting this scenery because it's brilliant. It really is. Thank you guys. I don't know when the next live stream. Right now the live streams are kind of being scheduled in when and if. I am going to be working on a new product trailer for an airfield, and like I said, the guys who aren't strangers to the channel have come up with some interesting things for this latest little airfield, and you guys will definitely want to see it, and we will be doing a live stream and a giveaway for that. And it's fun. You know what? I had a little go over it yesterday. Some of the stuff they've put in it. We're talking about the detail in this airport. They've put some things in there that I know you guys who like to walk around in Avatar on the airfields, you're gonna love this. Anyway, guys, take it easy, and I'll I'll see you next time.